Yo, what's going on, people? Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to content. Let's keep it flowing. Let's keep it going. You know how I do. Now, listen, I'm very intrigued by the Seattle Seahawks really digging in their roster and putting players in the best position to succeed. Last year, I remember thinking about your man Jarran Reed and how they wanted to get the best players out there at the same time. So moving him to a one technique, while it probably made the run game suffer, or maybe not, right? Jarran Reed is very thorough. I would have to say that, right? It was a lot of things going on there to where they didn't perform their best. However, it wasn't because of Jarran Reed. He was the man out there. He was doing his thing. He was very disruptive from a one technique and obviously being able to play him in some of his more natural positions as well. This year, seeing that Dre'Mont Jones, right? A guy, if you go back when I did that film study, I showed some plays to where he was a stand-up edge, right? Playing outside linebacker. As a matter of fact, I might have to go back through a couple of those plays when he was in Denver to show you how this guy moves out in space. Well, obviously, it appears that he's training to be an edge player, which is kind of weird to me, considering the makeup of the roster. But if you're trying to get the best out of Dre'Mont Jones, I think that's a great way to do that, because he may just be one of these guys who needs to operate in a little bit more space. He's very, very athletic, he's very dynamic with the rush, right? He has a great move list, and some of the moves that he does, man, does require a little bit of space. So rolling that training video, seeing him right there working on some of the loop tactics, running the arc, being able to drop back in coverage, change your angles right on the back pedal, working on the slide, all kinds of stuff, man. Dre'Mont Jones is just a football player. You have to give it up for guys who are just football players, man, and Dre'Mont Jones is that. So put him out there, right, with a Uchenna Nwosu. Obviously, you have to take into account the guys that they got up front. Jarran Reed may be moving back to more of his natural position of a three technique. You got big Leo Williams, who can play everything from a shade all the way out to a five technique. Hell, in a pinch, you could stand him up. He's that athletic, but definitely more of a five technique type. You brought in guys like a Hankins, who can play on the nose and base downs and all that. So just really filling out that front, right? Cam Young as well, filling out that front, having guys disperse to their more natural positions, should be very, very good for the Seattle Seahawks there. So edge is already thick. Boye Mafe, you got to talk about. That guy is the man. Uchenna Nwosu, we already know, is the man. Darrell Taylor has shown himself, at least in pass rush situations, to be very, very adequate with his rush. You got guys like Derek Hall. I saw where they're actually playing Tyrese Knight on the edge as well. So maybe the edge fetish of the fans has rubbed off onto the organization as well. So we should see how that plays out, man. But I'm intrigued by Dre'Mont Jones. Let's check out a little bit of his work here.
Top Billin, Uptown Murf.
Top Billin.
Anybody remember when I broke down this play when Dre'Mont Jones signed with the Seattle Seahawks? And I was talking about him obviously being right here at edge. You can see in this our front alignment here, he's clearly out in space, right? They'll run somebody else off the edge of him as well on some fabricated pressure, but that's an off-ball linebacker. So as far as the line of scrimmage goes, he's clearly here in space. And watch how he moves. Check this out. Squeezes down, covers the flat, back pedals out, then attacks, and bang! Hit Zach Wilson bitch ass. He hit Zach Wilson bitch ass on the hip, right? Caused the hip contusion, made him fumble. Check this out right here. Look at this man out in space. Zach Wilson, a decent athlete there, right? Had nothing to offer, tried to spin out of it. Bang! Right on his hip there. That was it. Shit, shockwaves all throughout his lower lumbar and shit. And look at his dumb ass right here. Man slings the rock, fumbles it. Another one of those follies and shit like that. But straight up, just look at him move out in space here. This is your proposed three technique, right? What I said, man, it's that versatility that he offers. Sometimes, man, you just have to be able to narrow it down and see what a guy does best. And I just happen to think that he might be a better edge player than an interior player, especially if we're talking about getting after the quarter. During the season, it was constant consternation from the fan base. people coming to the channel talking about Dre'Mont Jones being a bust and all this and that. So I wasn't trying to subscribe to that theory there. You can see there was something innate wrong about the defense, period, right? With everyone, in my opinion, there. Dre'Mont Jones, though, trying to fit into a new setting and adjust to playing in the new defense there, right? It carried mixed results for me. He showed flashes of brilliance, but more oftentimes than not, I can kind of see what the fans were talking about. But Dre'Mont Jones is extremely talented. A lot of that goes from if the fans don't know who you are in the first place, they're not going to be sold on you, right? I watched Dre'Mont Jones most of his time in Ohio State and all that. And, of course, seeing him in Denver and all that, man, the guy's a really good player. We see him here at a 2-eye. Now, watch this, right? Blue-collar sack, spin on him, and then get at it. Look at that right there. Come on, man. This is fighting through traffic as well, right? Sizing him up, immediately takes ownership and possession of that man's pads, right? I own your pads, boy, right? Gets out of that, right? Increases the space there, and then gives him half a man and spins out of that right there. And then has to fight through a little bit more traffic. So that's definitely a blue-collar sack. That man continuing to work like that. Sam Howell looked like he had nowhere to go, but in the grasp of another man. That was a good rep. Look at this. Your man out at a 9 technique, playing that edge. You get an edge exchange with Jaron Reed getting upfield, him coming around here on the loop. And watch this. Look at his explosiveness. Sticks that foot in the ground, parts ways, and then gets up. Oh, my God. Look at the closing on that one on Ryan Tannehill right there. Tannehill. Ouch. Look at this. Once he saw it, oh, man. Look at Tannehill right there. Brace for it right there. Bang. Get back on that right quick. Oh, man. Look at the carnage. Oh, my God. That is hard right there. But like I said before, your man playing out in space, them exchanging the edge with him being out in space, just shows you how much ground they think that he could cover. So definitely would love to be a fly on the wall in some of those film sessions with the new staff as far as evaluating these guys and them coming to the conclusion that Dre'Mont Jones may be better off at edge, right? I would have to think that he would moonlight between the interiors as well, though. This was definitely my favorite rep from Dre'Mont Jones during the season here. Now, technically he's outside the shoulder of the tackle here, so at a 6 technique, but he's going against the guard, so they're going to squeeze down there. Obviously, he has an edge player in Boye Mafe right next to him there, but he's still playing him in space on a motorcycle stand. So he's in that 2-point stance here, and this was cold. Look at this. Oh! Dog walked him, right? Like a yo-yo trick. Walking the dog. Look at the strength there. Coming out. You can imagine this, right? Like I saw before, him coming off the edge right here with this type of strength and body control. 6'3", 280 pounds. Look at that. It wasn't even a low man wins thing here, even though he did get lower than the lowest. But you can just see the leg drive. Look at this right here. Driving Miss Daisy, baby. Oh, then discards him, right? Bang, fertilizes him. Come on, man. That's prison loving. You got to call out prison loving when you see it, man. What are we doing? I'm getting to your bunkie. Look at this. Get out the way. And little Joe Burrow's like, no. And he automatically turns his back and gives it up. Prison loving. Bang, fertilizes him. But come on, man. Look at the leg drive right here, right? What I say? Put him on roller skates while he's on ice, right? Rollerblading on ice. Damn. What a rep, man. If you can get more of this out of Dre'Mont Jones with the type of players that you've added in the offseason there with the secondary and improved secondary, oh, man, it's going to be nasty for the Seattle Seahawks, folks. Now look at him, right? At a 2-eye shade, however you want to classify that. That quickness on the inside, oh, man, look at that. Definitely gave old boy right there some of that vertigo. Look at that. Instant gratification right there. Jesus, man, look at that. Immediately knew what he was going to do. What I tell you about his move list, right? His move set list is nasty. He understands and has a plan. Getting vertical upfield, getting against the run as well. Fitting that run. Look at, oh, my man was unable to reach right there. Look at that. Running these zone schemes. Unable to reach. And then look at that. Man meets the running back in the backfield. superior quickness is what you have with Dre'Mont Jones. That first step is nasty. This time on the edge exchange with Uchenna Nwosu, you see him here, man. He spins and then spins back inside. He takes that type of path to victory, and I love it. This is definitely a blue-collar sack on a spin out right there. Spins back in and gets Jared Goff. Check it out, right? Smooth exchange of an edge as well, right? He makes them both bite there. Spins off, right, into the edge, becomes the edge player there, and then reads the situation itself, knowing that Goff is probably going to push up in the pocket, spins back to the inside, and he gets it there. Full circle back here. He's definitely at a 9 technique, so playing in a ton of space, and watch him come off the edge here. Oh, closes, bang. Look at that right there, right? Brock Purdy fall like that, right? Like he was punch drunk. My man coming on the edge right here, looking like he's going to run that loop, sends him up in his chest, shows that power. That man has some severe power right there. Disengages Brock Purdy on the clutch, and then bang, you saw that right there, right? Matter of fact, that was a bink. Binked him right on the side of his dome, right to the temple right there. And he's like, I'm good, coach. I'm good, coach. Then he falls. He's like, actually, I don't think I'm good, coach. I'm concussed. Bang. Fertilizes his own self right there, right? That's off the power of getting hit in the temple. Look at this. Well, your boy Dre'Mont Jones has a lot to his game. Like I said when he was signed, playing him all up and down the guitar string. Maybe get him to focus on a singular position, continuing to come off the edge, get those edge reps there, and he can be a viable player, which he already is for the Seattle Seahawks. I'm telling you, the man is extremely talented, so I have no qualms about that man will have himself a good season relative to where they are with Seattle, right? There's a lot of bodies there. Some people just not going to get enough playing time, right? You keep adding people and adding people. People have to play, and to get to really establish yourself, man, you need those reps to get in that rhythm. So I'm not so sure what that means for a guy like Dre'Mont Jones, right? Being pushed more to the exterior, but he can have some really good results there. But it's just so damn thick at that position, right? No Diddy. So let me know what you think about your boy Dre'Mont Jones being pushed to the exterior right there in the comment section, man. And let me know how you think that'll work out right there. I know a lot of you people were down on him, but we shall see. All right, it's your boy Jersey Murf as always, man. Tip your waiter. Your boy stays serving that hibachi. Hit that thanks button right there. You guys see it there. Don't pretend like you don't, all right? With that being said, shout outs to everybody out in the West Coast that be living the content, man. All my people out up in Canada, up in, of course, the state of Washington, Seattle, and some of the bordering states there, man. Shout outs to the people out in Oregon and Northern California, too. Y'all be tapping in, talking about the Seahawks, too. All right, salute.
Top Billin, Uptown Murf.
Top Billin.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.